is everything that is around us, which includes both living and non-living things such as soil, water, animals, and plants, which adapt themselves to their surroundings. It is nature's gift that helps in nourishing the life on the earth. The word environment is derived from the French word environ, which means surrounding. An ecosystem refers to all the living and the non-living things present in the environment. It is a foundation of the biosphere which determines the health of the entire planet Earth. There are two main types of ecosystem: the natural ecosystem and artificial ecosystem. Natural ecosystem. It is a naturally produced biological environment found in nature. It includes deserts, forests, grasslands, lakes, mountains, ponds, rivers, oceans, etc. Artificial ecosystem. It is an artificial environment which is created and maintained by man. It includes an aquarium, crop fields, gardens, parks, zoo, etc. The components of the environment are mainly divided into two categories: the biotic environment and abiotic environment. Biotic environment, it includes all living organisms such as animals, birds, forests, insects, reptiles, and microorganisms like algae, bacteria, fungus, viruses, etc. Abiotic environment, it includes all non-living components such as air, cloud, dust, land, mountains, rivers, temperature, humidity, water, water vapor, sand, etc. Importance of the environment. Environment plays an important role in healthy living and the existence of life on planet Earth. Earth is a home for different living species, and we all are dependent on the environment for food, air, water, and other needs. Therefore, it is important for every individual to save and protect our environment. Environmental science is a field that deals with the study of the interaction between human systems and natural systems. Natural systems involve the earth itself and life. Human systems are primarily the populations of the earth. Environmental science is the academic field that takes physical, biological, and chemical sciences to study the environment and discover solutions to environmental problems. Sciences used in environmental science include geography, zoology, physics, ecology, oceanology, and geology. In environmental sciences, ecologists study how plants and animals interact with each other. Chemists study the living and non-living components of the environment. Geologists study the formation, structure, and history of the earth. Biologists study the biodiversity. Physicists are involved in thermodynamics. Computer scientists are involved in technical innovations and computer modeling. Biomedical experts study the impact of environmental issues on our health and social lives. The growing complexity of environmental problems is creating a need for scientists with rigorous interdisciplinary training in environmental science. Environmental scientists and specialists use their knowledge of the natural sciences to protect the environment and human health. They must have a solid background in economics, sociology, and political science. Importance of environmental science. First, to realize that environmental problems are global. Environmental science lets you recognize that environmental problems such as climate change, global warming, ozone layer depletion, acid rains, and impacts on biodiversity and marine life are not just national problems, but global problems as well. Second, to understand the impacts of development on the environment. It's well documented and quantified that development results in industrial growth, urbanization, expansion of telecommunication and transport systems, high-tech agriculture, and expansion of housing. Environmental science seeks to teach the general population about the need for decentralization of industries to reduce congestion in urban areas. Decentralization means many people will move out of urban centers to reduce pollution resulting from overpopulation. The goal is to achieve all this sustainably without compromising the future generations' ability to satisfy their own needs. Third, to discover sustainable ways of living. Environmental science is more concerned with discovering ways to live more sustainably. This means utilizing present resources in a manner that conserves their supplies for the future. Environmental sustainability doesn't have to outlaw living luxuriously, but it advocates for creating awareness about the consumption of resources and minimizing unnecessary waste. This includes minimizing household energy consumption, using disposals to dispose waste, eating locally, recycling more, growing your own food, drinking from the tap, conserving household water, and driving your car less. Fourth, to utilize natural resources efficiently. Natural resources bring a whole lot of benefits to a country. A country's natural resources may not be utilized efficiently because of low-level training and the lack of management skills. Environmental science teaches us to use natural resources efficiently by appropriately putting into practice environmental conservation methods, using the right tools to explore resources, adding value to our resources, making sure machines are maintained appropriately, thorough training of human resources, provision of effective and efficient supervision, using the right techniques to minimize exploitation. Fifth, to understand the behavior of organisms under natural conditions. An animal exhibits behavior as the first line of defense in response to any change of environment. Looking at organisms' behavior can offer insightful information about animals' needs, dislikes, preferences, and internal conditions, providing that your evaluation of those observations firmly hinge on knowledge of species' natural behavior. Sixth, to shed light on contemporary concepts such as how to conserve biodiversity. Biodiversity is the variety of life on Earth. The present rate of biodiversity loss is at an all-time high. Environmental science aims to teach people how to reverse this trend by using sustainable wood products, using organic foods, embracing the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle, supporting conservation campaigns at local levels, conserving power, minimizing the consumption of meat, utilizing eco-friendly cleaning products. Seventh, to understand the interrelationship between organisms in population and communities. Organisms and humans depend on each other to get by. Environmental science is important because it enables you to understand how these relationships work. For example, humans breathe out carbon dioxide, which plants need for photosynthesis. Plants, on the other hand, produce and release oxygen to the atmosphere, which humans need for respiration. Animal droppings are sources of nutrients for plants and other microorganisms. Plants are sources of food for humans and animals. In short, organisms and humans depend on each other for survival. 8. To learn and create awareness about environmental problems at local, national, and international levels. Environmental problems at local, national, and international levels mostly occur due to lack of awareness. Environmental science aims to educate and equip learners with the necessary environmental skills to pass the community in order to create awareness. Environmental awareness can be created through social media, creating a blog dedicated to creating awareness, community-centered green clubs, women forums, and religious podiums. Components of environmental science. Ecology, the study of organisms and the environment interacting with one another. Geoscience, the study of geology, soil science, volcanoes, and the Earth's crust as they relate to the environment. Atmospheric science, the study of the Earth's atmosphere. It analyzes the relation of the Earth's atmosphere to the atmospheres of other systems. Environmental chemistry, the study of the changes chemicals make in the environment, such as contamination of the soil, pollution of the water, degradation of chemicals, and the transport of chemicals upon the plants and animals of the immediate environment. Environmental science is an active and growing part of the scientific world, accelerated by the need to address problems with the Earth's environment.